Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're wondering why am I sounding so terrible, it's because I have had a cold for the last week. It's been so bad. I haven't really been able to film anything because I've just been so unwell. Now, I did actually originally film with the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker Palette, and unfortunately I lost all the footage, so I decided to recreate the look that I did, which is the one that I'm wearing right now. I thought it was, for me, it was quite important to go ahead and take a palette that is, you know, very, very colourful, that's got so many different shades in it, and for me it was really important to sort of simplify things. So in this look, you know, it is quite simple, but I think it's important to show that you can still create a really, you know, pretty colourful look only using a couple of shades, as opposed to, you know, feeling the pressure to go ahead and perhaps, you know, use half the palette, if you know what I'm saying. I definitely have done that in some of my previous videos using really colourful palettes. So in this one, I wanted to try and, you know, use fewer shades and really, you know, show off the quality of the palette still, if that makes sense. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And yeah, so if you want to see how I was able to go ahead and create this look using this beautiful palette, go ahead and keep on watching. So to start off with, I think I'm going to go ahead and take this really, really light, it's almost like got a pink tone to it. It's this shade just here. It's called Good Morning. So I'm just going to start to work that on my outer corner and just sort of bring it all the way through into my crease. It's a very, very light colour. It's actually quite pretty. Very, very muted, which I'm into that at the moment. And the irony, I'm like, it's so muted and we're using a super colourful palette, but whatever. I think you can, by just judging by this as well, it looks like you sort of can build this up quite a bit, which is good to see. But so far I am really enjoying this for the transition. Okay, so now I'm going to jump into Bubblegum, which is this one here. Really, really beautiful pastel pink colour. And I'm just going to use the same brush. So this is just a fluffy brush. This one here is by Morphe and it's the Jaclyn Hill JH35 brush. And again, just working that from my outer corner and blending it through into the crease. Okay, so far I'm really enjoying how blendable these shades are. This to me, I mean, I feel like it's just blending in beautifully and it's a really lovely colour. Like, it's very, very soft and I'm really into that at the moment. I think that's just really pretty. I am just going to go in probably with about, you know, another coat because I just want to build this colour up just a little bit. But so far, as I said, so good. I'm really enjoying it. Okay, so from there I'm going to take Gumdrop, which is this really beautiful pastel purple colour. Okay, so I'm just going to take that on my flat shader brush. This one here is just by Fenty. You can use any brush that you like. And I'm just going to start to pack that on my outer corner. For a pastel purple, that's super pigmented. That's really nice. Alright, next I'm going to go and use Jawbreaker, which is this really beautiful shimmery shade just here. And I think I'm going to take that on my finger. And I'm just going to literally apply it all over the lid. Okay, so far I'm really happy with how this is looking. I think when you get rainbow palettes, people sometimes can feel so much pressure to create the most, you know, rainbow looking look. But for me, I really wanted to try and keep this super, super simple and just see, you know, how it performs if you only use a couple of shades. And so far I'm happy with how this is all turning out. I think what I want to do now is add some liner. I'll do the rest of my makeup, come back, we'll smoke the lower lash line out, and yeah, I'll give you guys my thoughts on this. And I am back. Right, I'm feeling very bronzed, not gonna lie. Alright, what I'm gonna do now is jump straight back into Bubblegum, and what was this other one? Gumdrop. So the two shades that we use pretty much all over the lid, these two just here. And what I'm gonna do is mix them together and create like a little bit of a custom colour. And I'm really just going to blow this out. Like, I'm not being too careful with the placement of this colour. I really just want to smoke out my lower lash line as much as I can with this blend of colour. Because this is all, like, honestly guys, this is all about keeping it really simple, keeping it very, very easy, just to get, you know, a beautiful wash of colour happening. And, you know, it just goes to show that you don't have to go ahead and, you know, paint a whole rainbow sometimes on your eye just to get that really colourful look. You know, you can stick to just the 1 or 2 shades and still achieve something really quite colourful and pretty, if you know what I'm saying. Now for me, I'm just going to go back in just with the pink this time, because I just really want to get that pink coming through. And I feel like we are pretty much there with that. So what I'm going to do now is, I was thinking about this before, and I do have this really pretty glitter from Urban Decay, and this is their Heavy Metals glitter range. So this one here is called Grind, and as you can see in the bottle, it's this, oh, no, there we go. As you can see in the bottle, it's this really beautiful pink iridescent sort of shade glitter. I'll just show you on the bottom, on the back of my hand what it looks like, because it really does. Oh, you can't really see the different, that's such a shame. You can't really see the colours that are in here, but it really does shift between pink. There's some really light bluey purpley colours in here. It's really quite pretty, and I think quite reminiscent of what we've kind of got going on here. So what I'm going to do is just apply a little bit of this into my inner corner, just to sort of amp it up a bit. Plus, as you guys know, I am a really big glitter lover. I mean, I love it so much. I kind of can't help myself but add a little bit of glitter to just about every look that I do. I kind of want to go ahead and, you know what, I'm going to take a little bit more of Jawbreaker on my finger and just tap it all over my lid. Okay, so, oh, look, I want to put this over my lid, but I don't. So I'm kind of like, I'm in two minds. No, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm just gonna leave it in my inner corner because I think that gives it enough, you know what I mean? It's not too much glitter, but it's just enough. I'm gonna leave it there. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quickly go ahead and put some liner on. I'm only gonna do like a really small amount. I don't want to do too much. So I'm just thinking about what liner I want to use. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just use my Bobbi Brown gel liner. Really, really great quality gel liner if you're after one. It is definitely a little bit more on the expensive side, but it just does the job so nicely. So as you guys can see with the liner, I just kept it really, really, really straight and thin. I did not want to, you know, a whole lot on there. So for mascara today, I'm going to sort of combine them as usual. So I'm always going to go in with my Benefit Roller Lash first. And I'm also going to use this one here is the Noir Hypnotic by Lancome. So it's just a little sample size, but I like to use this one on my lower lash line. So I'm just going to quickly go ahead and put some mascara on. Okay guys, so here we are with the final look. As I said, I really, really wanted to try and create something super, super simple using a very, very colourful palette, and I definitely think that we have achieved that. I'm really, really happy with how this is looking. I don't, you know, when it comes to colour and playing with colour, when you have this amount of choice and options, I mean, yeah, it's great, but I also think it's important to show off the fact that you can create a really beautiful, colourful look only using a couple of shades, you know, and it's still being super, super vibrant and pretty, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, overall I have to say I really do enjoy this palette. I wanted to be sure to use the violet shade just here. Oh, I suppose it's not violet, it's more of like a pastel purple. It's not quite violet, is it? Anyway, I wanted to be sure to use that shade because A, purples are super hard to formulate, and B, pastel purples are even harder to formulate. So to give me a good indication of how this palette is going to overall work. If that shade worked, I'm pretty confident in the palette, to be perfectly honest with you. And as I said to you as well, I own so many of the Jeffree Star palettes. I do know his formula very well and I do very much enjoy it. So yeah, I'm not surprised that this is a big thumbs up from me at all, to be honest with you guys. So there you have it, guys. That's everything for today's video. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I hope you enjoyed my take on this, on creating, something colourful, but only using, really only using 3 shades. So I hope you did appreciate that. Be sure to leave me some comments down below, and as I said, let me know what you think, as I always like to hear from you guys and interact with you in the comment section. And that's everything. So hopefully come the next video, I'll have my voice back and I won't be sounding so terrible. But yeah, as always, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Mwah! Bye, guys.